Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Saturday, September 21st, 2024. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, as always, appreciate it. So, a couple of weeks ago, if that long, I was inside the port at work. I did a ride around, showed y'all how empty the port was and how that's a sign of our economy, how it's really doing. Not the Dow Jones is up. What I showed you was a sign of how our economy is really doing. The Port of Mobile, where I work, and there's, I don't know, it's many other ports in America, port cities, what have you, that import goods, bring in goods from, around the world to our country. And we are very dependent on those goods. Our economy is tied in to mostly import, right? And I told y'all before it got on the news, because I'm inside, I got the inside scoop, more doom and gloom. I told y'all that a strike was upcoming before it hit the news. Because I'm talking to the actual union workers, I work with these people. So they was filling me in on what's going on. They was telling me to prepare for the strike as far as your money, this, that, and the other. Because it's going to have a horrible effect on our economy. More doom and gloom, because our economy is already in the tank. So now this upcoming strike, October 1st, that I told y'all about, when folks were saying I'm preaching doom and gloom, what I was doing was warning y'all. Every time I talk about what's going on, whether it's bad or good, I'm warning you. Because y'all follow me. I'm not walking around on the street corners preaching this. I'm not going in the grocery stores and the random people, what have you, and talking about doom and no. Y'all come here to hear me. So I owe it to y'all to keep y'all up on what I know, right? What's coming down the pike. A pipe or whatever that saying is. That's what I do here. I ain't here just to make you laugh, right? And y'all have spoken in my email or whatever, told me what you want me to talk about, and I'm gonna continue. The majority of y'all, I ain't worried about the few. I'm tired of you talking about doom. I ain't worried about y'all. I'm talking about some important stuff here. And this is another warning. And it's worse than I thought. They have, I'm gonna let the news article tell you, then I'll come back and chop it up.
Everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Devin Walsh. Our big story at 5 o'clock. Thousands of dock workers along the East and Gulf Coasts are threatening to go on strike at the beginning of next month, causing ports that handle half the nation's goods to shut down.
The union that represents the workers is threatening to walk off the job October 1st. News 5's Catherine Brook joins us live near the Port of Mobile tonight. And Catherine, tell us how this could impact operations locally.
Yeah, reps of the International Longshoremen's Association are demanding higher pay wages and a ban on automated gates and cranes. ILA represents about 45,000 workers along the Gulf and East Coast. Government statistics show the Port of Mobile was the 14th biggest U.S. port in terms of cargo handled in 2022 and brings in more than $98 billion of economic impact annually to the state of Alabama. The union's contract with the United States Maritime Alliance, which represents the ports, expires September 30th, and they haven't negotiated since June. The union is reportedly asking for a 77% raise over 6 years to keep pace with inflation. They also want to protect jobs by banning automation that could replace workers. For example, there's a gate at the port that automatically processes trucks without union labor. Mobile Chamber President Bradley Byrne breaks down the potential economic impact to Mobile if workers were to go on strike.
On a national level, it's going to affect everybody because we're all going to be affected by the inability to get goods, okay? Whether it's Christmas presents or basic stuff, clothing, etc. At the local level, anyone that has a direct or even indirect connection to the port is going to be affected very negatively. It can mean loss of jobs. It could definitely mean that some of our businesses will struggle to stay open.
ILA workers have not been on strike since 1977. I reached out to a local ILA office, but they could not speak to me today. At the Port of Mobile, Catherine Brook, WKRG News 5.
Thank you, Catherine. This comes amid a number of nationwide strikes. Thousands of AT&T workers went back to work this week after 31 days on the picket line. The strike ended Sunday when the telecommunications company reached a tentative agreement with the Communications Workers of America. The agreement includes a 5-year contract.
Now let me explain to you what this means for you. See, it don't just affect Big Ward, because that's the work I do. So I'm going to be out of work October 1st, because they haven't negotiated or talked since June. The negotiations are done. So this ain't no possible strike. It's not a possible strike. It's a strike. October the 1st, 45,000 ILA workers, which pretty much means the majority of the ports in our country were shut down. Major ports. And as she said, which is the truth, the ports that shut down, that will shut down October the 1st, they bring in over half of our goods. Half of the stuff we use, buy, depend on, come through these people. I told y'all I'm an indicator of how the economy is doing because we handle the majority, half of the nation, not Mobile, not Texas, half of the nation's goods. That means half of what you use, get, depend on. You think the economy is in a tank now. They say one day of a strike, of these people striking, just one day, will back us up 7 days for each one day. A month, devastating. And this is looking over a month. Because the things that they are stuck on, automation, the port trying to get rid of manual labor, so they don't have to pay the workers. The union is fighting to keep the workers, right? See, the union and the port are not, they're two separate entities. The port is the business. They don't have their own employees. Their employees are union workers that are contracted in to work the ships. The people that own the port don't have workers. Everybody that works in the port are union, except for us, the drivers. All right. So the union and the port are not friends. They're not together. They're two different businesses on the same land. One needs the other. They need each other. So what the port is trying to do is get to a point where they don't need the union, right, to save money. The union costing them money. Like now they want a 77% raise. They're not going to get that. You want almost 100% raise. So let's just put that in perspective. Say they already making like $40 an hour. They want to make $80 an hour. And us as the drivers, I'm going to be honest with you, we ain't down with them, the union. Because they treat us like shit. So we don't give a damn they don't get it. Because they cost us money, how they be, and I told y'all how they the sorriest work. I ain't getting into their business. That's their business. But if it comes down to talking about the truck drivers, us, siding with the union, no, we siding with the port. Because the port trying to make it better for us where we can get in and out of there. See, the union workers are hurting our pay. They're concerned about their pay. And now they trying to get us to join in with them because we workers too. But now y'all ain't been down with us. Y'all been killing us, the trucker. We sitting up for hours. That's what the problem is about. That's why the port is trying to upgrade to automation because the manpower it keeps them backed up. They can't flow. We have lines backed up across the bridge trying to get in the port because the union is there on their phone. I'm sitting there looking at them waiting to get loaded. They on their phone and shit. But they want a 77% raise. The port say no. Y'all ain't worth it. And I agree with the port. I don't normally agree with big business over us, the workers, but this time they right. Because I'm seeing how it's affecting us, and the union workers don't care nothing about us. We're not union. So I guess we scrub to them. So now they in a jam, they asking us, y'all ought to go on strike with us. No. Y'all been killing us over the last few years. Sitting on your phone, letting us sit in here all jammed up. So therefore the port trying to come up with a way to make the traffic flow smooth. In other words, get the truck driver, which is us, the most important ones in there. We the ones delivering the freight, right? But nobody, the union don't care about us, about how we losing money sitting there, cause they in there bullshitting with all their little perks and stuff, you know. They go on lunch break all at the same time, leaving us trucks to lunchtime. We bagged up every day, cause they all go on lunch on us, so they got their little contracts. So therefore the truck driver, we not with the union. We ain't worried about them. The port is trying to get it to where the truckers, us, can get in and out faster. So they go on automation instead of depending on the manpower that's been in that bullshit. Cause they union, we can't get fired and we got a contract. So what you gonna do about it? I'm union. That's just how us truckers look at it. So the Port of Mobile and ports around the country, they're going automated machine computer. What we pull in, they scan us when we come in, we ain't gotta sit in line and wait, scan your card, ticket come out, go back there, get your load, everything automated and get the hell out of there. Like that, in and out. That's what the port wanna do. The union wanna do this shit where they sitting around, riding the clock, what they've been doing. So now they at odds about it. That's what's going on. The union saying y'all can't have the automation in here. The union telling the company what they can't have. The business saying we want automated stuff. The union said, no, y'all can't do that on your property. Just imagine somebody working for you telling you what you can't do with your business. They work for you. The union don't own the port. APM Terminals owns the port. The union works for them. But they in there calling shot because the union, they can always threaten to quit, and now you won't have nobody to work at your job, at your company. Imagine you own a business and all your employees can hold you by the balls saying, if you don't give us what we want, we all gonna quit at the same time. So that's what unions do. They all quit at the same time, crippling the company, hoping that the company don't want to lose no money, so they're going to give in to their demands. That's what unions do. They all united. Like how we are now on job, you know, if you got to complain, there ain't going to be one person going there complaining to the boss. The majority of workers on your job ain't going to stick together to get that done. They're going to stand around the time clock and complain about how bad the job is, but they not going to stick together and go in there to the management and say, hey, we need better conditions, or we all walking out of here at the same time. They ain't gonna do that on your job. But see, a union would do that. They all agree to walk out at the same time. In other words, put the company that y'all work for in a bad position where they gotta negotiate because they ain't gonna make no money because ain't none of y'all working. But on your job, that's not a union, y'all sitting on the time clock complaining about how horrible it is, we ain't making enough money, they did this and that, and that's all y'all gonna do is talk. I've been in that situation where I say, hey, let's all get together, go in here and tell them folk, hey, we ain't working until y'all do. They go to, That's when I stopped sitting on the time clock, talking shit about the boss man, and decided to become the boss man. That's what I was telling y'all, but I used to sit around the time clock too, talking about the boss man. I used to sit around the water cooler and the time clock with the rest of the employees, complaining, talking shit, we ain't making enough. But I suggested that, hey, why don't we join together and go in there and tell them our demands, and if they don't meet our demands, I was like a type of person that would form a union. They weren't listening to me, so I said, you know what the hell with y'all. Every man for himself. I decided to become a boss instead of standing around the time clock with y'all ass. Because y'all ain't gonna do shit but talk. Democrats. So, warning, October the 1st. Prepare. The economy is bad now. The price of house. See, this ties into everything you do. You might say, boy, I ain't getting nothing that's coming from the port. You want a house, don't you? The electrical currents, the switches that you turn your lights on and off, all types of electronic stuff in your house coming from overseas. Believe it or not, the lumber, a lot of it coming from overseas. Not as much lumber though, but the majority of the stuff, the microwaves, the electronics, your stoves, your refrigerators. Even if your refrigerator was built in America, they're getting parts for the refrigerator from overseas, China, India. Everything we damn near use in America, some form of fashion, had to come through that port. Your computers, your video games, your TVs, your refrigerators, your stove, your microwaves, your cars, everything. When they shut down, you think we're living in inflation now. Now imagine the supply chain where you don't have no supply. You know, supply and demand. Now the supply is shut down. Instantly. October 1st. Just warning you. You think it's bad now. It's gonna get worse. I told you. Some of y'all don't want to hear it. For those who do want to hear it, want to know what's going on, I'm here to tell you. October 1st, ports across the nation shutting down. They don't have no agreement, and it ain't looking like they're going to have one anytime soon because the port, folks, I'm not giving you no 77% raise, which is almost 100% raise, and we're going to do our automation, and I know they're going to do it because they already done built the shit. I'm in the port every day looking at these folks going to have trucks in the port that drive themselves. They got towers up where they're going to be automatic truck. The trucks, not our truck, not on the road, the truck that's inside the port, taking the loads off the ship and then putting them stacking them on where they go in the yard. Those trucks, they call them yard trucks. The yard trucks, right now they got union workers driving. The port trying to get it to where the yard trucks are automated. Somebody gonna be might have one guy, 2-3 guys controlling all the trucks. They want cranes that take the loads off the ship to be automated, nobody up in the crane. So therefore, they're trying to get rid of the workers, the union workers, because the union workers got them by the balls, and I can understand they tired of that. So therefore, we're gonna fix our business. This is our business. This don't belong to the union. This is my business. And for years, these employees have been killing me as far as their demands, and whenever they decide they don't want to work, now I'm out of business. You as a business owner, you don't want to be under that type of duress. Whenever they feel like they can just walk out and hey, we want 100% raise, and you got to give it to them, killing your pockets. So, what they decided to do, the owner of the business, APM Terminals, decided, we're going to get to a point where we don't need y'all no more. We tired of negotiating with y'all. We tired of going through what they finna go through now, October the 1st. They tired of going through that. So they're trying to get rid of the union. The union got them by the balls. They tired of being held by the balls. So now they're bringing in automation. The union said, we're going on strike October the 1st if you don't get rid of this automation stuff. The port saying, hold my bill. They started billing that shit. That stuff coming up. They done built, the stuff is in there now. With the port finna just take all the stuff back out. They just spent millions putting the stuff in. It's installed right now. They just hooking everything up. All the stuff that the union saying the port can't have is already there. So that's how I know it ain't gonna be pretty. Cause they're not taking it out. So they had a stalemate. Neither side is giving. The demands are not being met because what y'all saying they can't have, they started bringing it in. So they letting you know, we don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Y'all can strike. We'll hold out until we get this stuff built, and y'all out of here anyway. That's what I think the port gonna do. They gonna let them strike for as long as they need to strike, and they on a fast track, building, getting that stuff hooked up, whatever. So while y'all out there striking, we steady working. And we as the truckers, we ain't going on strike with you, cause y'all been fucking over us union. Y'all union workers, y'all ain't been down with us. Now we ain't down with y'all in y'all time of need, cause now time of need, y'all just sitting on your phone. So that's what that ain't our business. So when that port open, we coming through that picket line. I'm going to get my load. I'm not union. When that port open, and y'all out there with y'all signs, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all remember when I was sitting there blowing my horn, come on man, Lobe, I gotta go. I got a family to take care of while y'all sitting on your lift texting. Then caring about our life, our livelihood. But we supposed to care about yours. I'm not a fan of unions. But not the union that I deal with. Now I don't know about the other union, whatever, but the unions in the ports, pitiful. So therefore the drivers like me, we don't care about y'all. Y'all don't care about us. Yeah, like we ain't working, like we ain't got a family at home to take care of while y'all holding us up in there all day long. While you bullshitting. Park on side each other and y'all standing there talking while we lined up, truck backed up, looking at y'all talk to each other. About the game, man, now y'all laugh, you know. Now they trying to get rid of y'all ass. That's what it's about. Union, poor work. Because you know you can't get fired. See, somebody that know they can get fired tends to work a little harder than somebody who know I can't fire me. Now y'all coming out with that can't fire me attitude. You know what they're going to get, right, people? That's what the unions have come to. There used to be a bunch of hard workers that just wanted fair wages. Now they sorry as shit. These new age people, these new ones, I ain't with them. Now if you're a union and you got a problem with me, I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all know I ain't lying. I ain't talking about the old school unions, them workers. They worked hard, they just wanted to get paid fairly. These new dudes, these new guys in the union, sorry as shit. And them people tired of it, trying to get rid of y'all ass. Cause they ain't working. Losing money and fucking around with y'all. And y'all want to get paid out their ass, don't want to work. The modern day people, modern people, want something for nothing. So these people say, we tired of that, y'all ass got to go. So we going to build some computers and machines or whatever to do the work since y'all don't want to do it. October 1st. It's worse than I thought. Prepare as best you can. I can't tell you about your finances. Hold on, I don't know how much money you got because a lot of people are already broke. This ain't going to help the situation. All I'm telling you to do for it won't be a shock to you. October the 1st, which is like, what, a week away from here, it's going down. Prepare. Just let you know ahead of time. Get it, got it, good. Bye.